Hello, what culture? It's me, Simon Miller, and it's Wednesday. And you know what we do on Wednesdays. We go through SmackDown, and if something is good, it gets an up, but if something is bad, if something sucked, if something made me get my fist in a big fist, can't get a fist in a big fist. It's either a fist or it's not a fist. Either way, if my fist goes up, it's getting a down. And that's it. It's nice and simple. So let's go through SmackDown from last night and give it some ups and some downs. As you probably guessed, SmackDown did indeed start with all the fallout from last week, and that storyline now does indeed feature Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon, and AJ Styles. What a lineup that is, but it's getting it up. AJ Styles came out first to complain about all the issues that had happened 7 days ago, and that prompted Daniel Bryan to come down the aisle, which prompted Shane McMahon to come down the aisle. And Shane McMahon gave a nice little fist bump to AJ Styles, like, look, I'm sorry, dude. And it seemed like AJ was cool with it. It's like, I forgive you, man. I forgive you. But then Daniel Bryan popped up and reminded everyone that tonight we are indeed getting Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles, and that Kevin Owens will be allowed at ringside. Now, Shane McMahon didn't want that, and he got on the microphone. He was like, Daniel, I know what you like. I bet you're going to allow Kevin Owens to be at ringside. And Daniel was like, well, actually, Shane, I had other plans, but now he is going to be there. So Shane was like, well, I'm going to be there too. It was like some party that you weren't invited to. However, people just turned up, and it was really awkward, but somehow was also quite good. Also, during this segment, Shane straight up accused Daniel of having some kind of cahoots package with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So that's that's the biggest thing he's kind of said about that so far. And also, this is a classic case of too many cooks in the kitchen. Why doesn't Shane McMahon just have all the power? Why did he hire Daniel Bryan and now they just have big fights about what should actually happen on SmackDown? That is ridiculous. Anyway, the too long didn't read version of this is that yes, the main event of SmackDown is Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles, and everybody is allowed at ringside. But you can imagine later on, it all gets nuts. All this was good though, and it did help continue that storyline on. So, in that sense, yeah, got an up. I said that at the start, but it is an up. In case you've forgotten, it was an up. Now, it was a close call, this one, because a dusty finish does irk a lot of people, but next up we did have the Usos versus Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin for the tag team titles, and yes, it is getting it up. The only thing you really need to know is that around about 5 minutes in, Gable and Benjamin hit their finish, they pinned one of the Usos, and they won the tag team titles. Oh, that was. That guy's having some kind of problem. Just trying to be funny. Failed. However, it soon turned out that nobody involved in that pinfall was the legal man. So another referee came out, he told the original referee, the referee was like, well, I guess we're going to have to restart this match. And of course that meant the Usos actually won and retained their titles. Now, mucking around with your championships like this can sometimes be problematic, but I actually thought here it was okay. I mean, Gable and Benjamin now have a genuine gripe as to what happened here, which means the whole division gets spiced up a bit and it isn't peaches and cream. We all love peaches and cream, but sometimes it's best not to have peaches and cream. Quick backstage promo with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, who did just big up their match later on. It was good, because they're both really good at talking. Get to know. And then we did get our rematch, kinda, between Breezango and the Bludgeon Brothers. This is a down. And the reason I say kinda is because we never actually got the match. Before it begun, Harper and Rowan just beat the fahoozle out of Tyler Breeze and Fandango, and then the Ascension came back to try and help them, so the Bludgeon Brothers beat them up too. And that was it. So it was kind of pointless. I mean, it's good that Harper and Rowan continued to dominate, but we waited 7 days, you promoted this for 7 days, and then nothing happened. Didn't need to do that. But then we did get all the most recent nonsense with Aiden English and Rusev and the New Day, and as we've already found out on Ups and Downs lots of times, when all these guys get together to do nonsense, it gets a massive up. It started with the New Day presenting Xavier Woods with the 2018 cake that had a big candle in it, and Kofi and Big E were all like, look, blow out the candle and make a wish. Xavier was like, well, my only wish would be to become US title holder. Before he could do this though, Aiden English and Rusev did arrive on the scene, and this week, Rusev had a song for Aiden English, and it was brilliant, and then before Xavier Woods could blow out the candle, Rusev did it instead. This was excellent. I am going to give it down to the US title tournament match between Aiden English and Xavier Woods though, because Xavier Woods won! What? Down. Now it's irrelevant really, because I don't think either of these men is actually going to win the title by the end of it, but we should have given Aiden English the win here. The New Day at this point, they don't need anything, but Aiden English is like this new flower that sprouted from the ground, and we should be kind to that flower and make sure he stays there, not try and push him back down. It was a decent enough match though, and yeah, Xavier won after a crossbody, and he now goes on to face Jinder Mahal. Excellent. There was another down after this though, because all of a sudden the welcoming committee, if you forgot who they were, that is Natty, Lana, Tamina and Carmella, They wanted to remind us that they were here before the Riot Squad, and that was that. Whoop-de-doo. And then we did have the Riot Squad defeating the Welcoming Committee after Sarah Logan had smashed Tamina in the back of the head with a knee. This was a down as well. However, it wasn't up for what came next because Charlotte and Naomi came out on the ramp. They started going, "Oh, Riot Squad, you make us so mad." But then who made her return? Becky Lynch. It was cool. And then those three whooped the Riot Squad's ass, and that was okay to a certain point, but I am still sick, especially when it comes to SmackDown, of WWE deciding just to hurl all the women into one big segment each week. At this point, the women's title doesn't even feel like a thing anymore, and that's stupid. And then it was main event time, and what a laugh this was. I mean, it was absolutely crazy, and a lot went on, but it all worked out well, so it's getting it up. The basics were a decent match between Sami Zayn and AJ Styles, and of course Kevin Owens kept interfering, right down to distracting the referee when AJ Styles had the match won. This annoyed Shane, obviously, and he physically pushed Kevin Owens to the ground and told the referee, "Get that guy out of here." The referee agreed, but then Daniel Bryan got on the mic and said, "Well, look, Shane, if you're going to eject him, you should be ejected too." Before Owens did leave, though, he made one final nuisance of himself. That got AJ Styles' attention, and then as he turned around, AJ Styles got nailed with a haluva kick, Sami Zayn won. Naturally, that made AJ mad, and he got on the mic and he was like, "Oh, I'm so mad." And he looked at Daniel Bryan, but apparently he's over there. He's not there. He's in America somewhere. But he said to Daniel Bryan, "I don't trust you. I don't know what you're up to. But anyway, let's give the fans what they want," which apparently is a handicap title match at the Royal Rumble. So that's what we're getting. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles for the WWE title at the Rumble. Daniel booked it, Shane was flabbergasted, and this was another great way to end SmackDown. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Who's the bad guy? Who's the good guy? Who's the red herring? We're going to find out. So yeah, we're only 2 shows down in WWE World of 2018, but I tell you, SmackDown is still my preferred one of the bunch. This story is so good, and it's been going on for ages, and I'm still intrigued. That is a really hard thing to do. That is something that WWE never does. I'm happy they're doing it. It's my new pointing thing. I'm never going to do that again. Now don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you thought about SmackDown. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Were you indifferent to it? Then like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, head on over to whatculture.com and read some articles. This is whatculture.com. Twitter's over here. Then go to Twitter over here and follow What Culture at What Culture WWE. My name is Simon Miller. This is What Culture. Thank you for watching SmackDown's ups and downs. Now go out there today and whoop everybody's ass. Figuratively.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe below, and if you're looking for more content like this, then try a few things that are floating about around my ears. Might be fun. I can't promise it though, but it might be.